This right here is our 2011 Ford Focus.
Well, not to be confused with our other 2011 Ford Focus.
This is the newest addition to our Turo fleet. It is our 21st car. We paid $5,000 for it and it has 73,000 miles.
Now, though this car is way better cosmetically on the outside than our other 2011 Ford Focus, it is disgusting on the inside. Let me give you a tour. Now, as you can see on the inside, this looks very close to what would be a Chuck E. Cheese. A Chuck E. Cheese as in everything is sticky and disgusting and stained and full of wonder, as in, I wonder what this stain is, or I wonder what that sticky mess is, or how did that stain get there? In between the brown mystery bits stuck in the cloth seats, even to the dripping stains in the weird location on the back seat, everything just needs a thorough deep cleaning. Even the windows have so much dust caked up on it that it almost looks like caked up mold.
Now, whenever HP and I went to go look at this car last week, it was very obvious that this owner just did not care to put the time, energy, and effort into cleaning this car in order to sell it for a higher price. We got a killer deal on the car. We paid $5,000 whenever the KBB value is $7,500. And the guy who was selling it is somebody that worked in the medical field. He just got a Tesla to replace this car, so it was obvious that he just wanted to see it go.
Which means we got an amazing steal of a deal on this car, but now we have to clean it and put in all the elbow grease and TLC that this car never got to get it ready for Turo, so follow along. This one's gonna need everything in my arsenal. After cleaning this Focus for 5 hours inside and out, this thing is going to be as clean as it's ever gonna get right now. But come check it out yourself. Boy, howdy, this looks factory. I vacuumed, carpet cleaned all the seats in this thing, even took some of them out to get the nitty gritty stuff. I also thoroughly went through the entire carpet, vacuuming it over 4 or 5 times to get all the pet hair and weird brown stains out of it as well. This thing is immaculate on the inside. And if you happen to see any dirt, please do not let me know about it in the comments. I don't even want to know about it.
Honestly, I feel like at the beginning of this video, whenever we showed the interior, I feel like the video really didn't do it justice for just how dirty it is. But this interior, like, if I didn't know, I would think that this is a different car. It looks absolutely incredible.
This was probably the dirtiest car I've ever had to deal with.
And I think the biggest turnaround, like the biggest difference, because there's been a number of times where HP has cleaned cars and it turns out good, but not quite like you would hope. But this is perfect.
Awesome.
Let's look at the back seat.
And not a stain back here on these back seats anymore. We always brag about how we like dark interior vehicles, but man, when there's a stain and it's a dark stain and you can see it on black, that's when you know it's bad. So glad to get everything out of here. It actually looks comfy and sanitary in here now, not just like, ew, I need to put a paper towel down. Now that it's clean, I have to do a quick oil change on it. No telling when this has been done before, and I want to start with a clean slate. I'm a firm believer that you can tell the type of person how angry they were when they went up to the shop to get an oil change or how demanding they were by how tight they leave the shop, whoever did the maintenance left the filter, because this thing is stuck on. Woo! Finally. Now with the oil change out of the way, let's go take some pics.
Now this right here is HP and I's go-to spot whenever it comes to getting photos of any car that we need listed on any platform. The reason why we like it is because it has nice tree coverage, it looks nice, and it's also secluded. We basically use the exact same formula with every single car photo shoot we do. We look at the outside, the inside, the front, the back, and we want to make sure that we get detailed photos so that the guest knows exactly what they're getting.
I think those came out pretty good.
So now that HP's job is done of getting the car cleaned, maintained, and photos taken, it's time for me to take over and to do the job of getting the car uploaded onto CarSync, Turo, and our NTTA account. So we're back at my desk, and now that HP has sent me the photos for the Focus and everything is good to go and it is ready to go on its first rental, it's time to get this car listed on Turo, get it linked up to CarSync, and also get it registered for NTTA. That way, once this car is listed and is going out on its rentals, it is ready to go and we don't have to do a whole lot on our end. Now it is currently 10:37 a.m. Let's see how long this takes me. It typically takes about a half hour or so. Thing is that our other Ford Focus is literally identical to this one, so I'm simply going to take most of the information from that listing. Of course, I do have to edit a little bit because of the fact that this Focus isn't quite as nice as our other one, though it is identical. Okay, so the listing is officially live according to the camera viewfinder. That took about 17 minutes, but now we got to get it uploaded into CarSync.
A few minutes later.
Alright, CarSync is all set up. The final step is to add it into our NTTA account, which for those of you who aren't from Texas is Texas Toll Tag account. And we accumulate a ton of tolls, so if we didn't have an NTTA account, it would be such a headache to organize everything because our fleet spends about $1,200 per month in tolls alone. So having the NTTA account is incredibly helpful.
A few minutes later.
All right, so it looks like we are totally set up. The car is listed on Turo, it's uploaded into our CarSync account, and we have an NTTA tag ordered and it's added to our account. So everything is good to go. I did price the car at $29 per day. I think realistically it'll get around $35 per day, but we do typically like to really underprice it for its first rental. This way it incentivizes that first rental and it kind of gets the ball rolling for a new car. And so let's see how long it takes us to get this car booked out, and let's see if we can get it booked out today. And just like that, about an hour and a half later, the Ford Focus has officially been booked out. It's going out in about an hour and a half, and it's going to be rented for 4 days. So I am super, super happy.
And I'm glad I super cleaned it and already checked it in because I need to finish the rest of my lunch. But as always, guys, be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe, and hit that notification bell, and we'll see you in the next episode.